Hey, I'm Chris Freeman from GAYC DC. May the rock be with you.
That's a Chris, welcome to May the Rock be with you, mate. First time we've spoken. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you as well for me. Thank
No
you.
worries at all. Now, the best and craziest thing that's happening, KCDC is coming to Australia for the very first time. So we'll get into that shortly, but I wanted to ask about the band itself. For those that aren't aware of KCDC, I wasn't until just recently, which is really, really cool. So can you tell us, how did the concept come about and turn into what it's become?
Well, there's a small community of gay musicians here in Los Angeles. And at one point, we put together a tribute to the Go-Go's and we called it the Gay Gays. So that was about 2003, so quite a while ago. That had a shelf life, and we played the Go-Go's after party. So that was kind of the end. We thought, well, if the Go-Go's are breaking up, so will we. But several of us were like, well, we like playing together. What other tributes can we come up with that have that in the name? And somebody, the guitar player, I think at some point said, and he was just playing like Back in Black and was like, oh, how about Gay CDC? And I was like, hang on. Wait a minute, that's a good one. Let's try it. So that's kind of how the whole thing started.
Excellent. So good. Now, I mentioned when you're coming to Australia. So when you're coming to a country for the first time, what's it like coming to the country that happens to be the country that the band is from? What are the feelings like about that?
Well, I can't tell you what they are yet. I think we're all a little nervous.
Mm.
This is our first time out of the country in general. So this band anyway. So we are nervous. We can see online there's a lot of pushback. A lot of people saying that we're being blasphemous, and I understand where they're coming from. But they also have to know that all of us are deep AC/DC fans. Like they are in our DNA, way, way deep. Like I started listening to them probably when I was 14 or so. On the radio, I remember our FM station in my small town in Washington State. They would end the night with "Ride On." That was the night. That was the song that would ride the end of the broadcast at midnight. And they've been in my life all most of my life. So we are profound fans. So we are not doing this as a send up against them. We're doing it as if, well, what if they started out as a gay band all along? That's kind of the preface that we took. So we developed the show from there. And the one thing we knew was that the music has got to be right. So we woodshed it for like 6 months, trying to make sure that we got all the little nuances down because it's deceptive, how simple it is, but it's very deceptive in how to carry it out and get that swing. Unreal.
Okay, I'm looking forward to this. So for those that haven't seen you, like how are these shows shaping up? What can we expect without giving too much away?
Well, we like to inject a lot of humor. So expect to have a big smile on your face the whole time. Some of it is very bawdy, some of it is over the top. But we love to entertain. So on top of the music that we all love, there's some surprises in the lyrics. There's some costume changes. There's props, things that you wouldn't expect to see at an ACDC show. So yeah, and it's definitely R rated. I don't know about your rating system over there, but it's borderline X at times.
It's gonna be fun. Now, do you have a favorite song to perform live?
Favorite song live. I really love doing Let There Be Rock, which that's my favorite album. That hit me when I turned 16. And when it came out, and that song in particular. And it's very interesting because I sort of tended more towards punk later on. I didn't really like the way the hard rock community was moving. But at the time, AC/DC were kind of fed to the US market as being punk.
Hmm.
And I think it's because of the speed. because name another band in 1977 that was playing as fast as Let There Be Rock. And I just love that song. So that one is one of my favorites to play for sure.
Okay, excellent. So you talked about little changes throughout. Has there been a song that you've tried to reinterpret or change a little bit that just hasn't worked the way you wanted it to?
Um, I think we have attempted to do For Those About to Rock many times. It's one of our favorites, but we don't have cannons.
Oh well.
So we don't we've come up with ideas about things we could do, but our production budget doesn't allow for some of those gimmicks. So that's one that we feel like, eh. Another one is Back in Black. We've played it many times. It's one of our favorites. We love playing it, but for some reason the audience is like, I don't need to hear that song. One that we haven't changed at all is Big Balls.
Of course.
So, I mean, we just play that straight up, except I'm wearing a dress. So, the whole idea is like the same lyrics being sung by a person in a dress makes a difference. Context is everything.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see this. It's going to be brilliant. Now, you mentioned before you grew up on the radio listening to Ride On and the likes, but what is your first memory of hearing AC/DC?
It would have been that. It
Mm.
would have been because that was the time when Dirty Deeds, TNT. Oh, I almost gave away our title. Um, those songs were already being played because I kind of lived in a test market. What they would do is they would like use our community to throw things into the radio and go try this, see if anyone calls up and likes it. So we were a test market for a lot of stuff, and I think AC/DC was one of them.
Mm.
um, is one of the bands because I didn't hear those deep cuts anywhere else. Like when I went up to Seattle, they weren't playing them in Seattle, but in my town they were. So those are my earliest memories. That would have been 75, 76,
Okay.
76.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
50 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm old.
Well, I turn 50 next Tuesday, so
Oh, congratulations.
yeah,
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah, thanks.
I'll be 65 this year.
There we go. Happy birthday for whenever that is. Now, the other side of
Thank
that
you.
question is, if there is one, what's AC/DC's first memory of hearing GAYC/DC?
Well, I don't know, but I do know that LA is a big industry town. And we've run into a lot of people that have worked for AC/DC, like the keyboard player or the keyboard tech for Fleetwood Mac knows somebody on the AC/DC team. And he came to one of our shows and he took some guitar picks and gave it to them. I know Doug Pinnick from King's X is a friend of ours. So he's had a bunch of picks and he hands them out. And then somebody else said, "Hey, I got this from Doug Pinnick." Oh my God. And they just show up at the show. Somebody that was in town getting ready for when they did the Coachella show. So there were some people in town and we played at the Viper Room and they came and said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to tell the guys about you." So I mean, I know that people in their camp know about us. So I have to believe that they've heard it and had a chuckle. I'm really hoping.
It's that sort of Australian and the Scottish mentality. They'd probably think it's hilarious, mate. I think they'd think it's great.
Yes.
Like,
Well, we were able to point out that, the very first image of Bon Scott was in that, that wig and
pigtails.
so I think he would have gotten a laugh out of us.
Excellent. I think you definitely would have. Now, it's your first time out of the country, as you were saying, but what's on
Yes.
your list of things to do as a band you haven't yet had the chance to do?
You mean looking forward?
Yeah.
Well, we would love to go to Europe, of course.
Mm.
I think we should be playing Europe more frequently, but it's hard right now. I understand, things are tough trying to get bands from the U.S. over. So, but we would love to go over to Europe next for sure.
I
Yes.
think you'd corner a market over there. I think there's a market waiting for you.
Yeah,
Be
especially
good.
Scotland, as you mentioned.
Oh, well, there you go. Now, you mentioned Doug before, but you've nabbed some fans along the way. Now, who has stood out for you as the craziest person that's come and seen you perform and loved the show?
Well, I don't know if I have a particular person in mind for that, but there was a point where we were just sort of being introduced to the main players of the local LA scene. They have this thing called Ultimate Jam Night at the
Yeah.
Whiskey, and it's curated by the bass player, the original bass player of Quiet Riot. So there's all these musicians from all these different bands, and we came in with our boas and our costumes, and they were all like, "Oh, come on," the arms folded, like, okay, we'll give these guys a shot, but whatever. So nobody would really talk to us. So, hey, yeah, how's it going? Okay, yeah, well, here's your slot. We went and played our three songs, and by the time we got off, we had won everybody over. So coming back upstairs to all those guys, like guitar player from Sweet, this guy, that, all these different musicians, and they were all like that. That was it. And so that was a moment for me, I think the moment in our career where I went, okay, we have the right stuff to do this. If we won all those guys over, excellent.
Yeah. And I think I saw somewhere that Dee Snider also became a fan when you did some stuff there. And that is a man you want to win over. And he's an absolute gentleman, that guy.
Yes,
But
absolutely. Yeah, we
yeah,
would love to meet him. We were kind of like, who would we like to open for? Twisted Sister. That would be great.
it'd be a good match. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what we do with everyone, Chris, is we look ahead to the future with a prediction. So I want you to finish this sentence for me. In 2026, GAYC will.
Take over the UK.
Let's
Take
go.
over Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Is more out of the country travel. I think that's on in the cards for us for sure.
Excellent. And have you got a message for the Australian fans that you feel are a bit about this? What should you tell them to come and see you play?
Um, I think. Oh, what song
So
did you?
what would you tell the Australian fans that are a bit dubious about this that you should say, come and see us?
Yeah. If you love the music of AC/DC the way we love the music of AC/DC, come and see it. You're going to see some amazing players doing the music right. Now, you have to have an open mind, but the show is meant to be full on entertainment and making you laugh. If we can't make you laugh by the end of it, then we haven't done our job. But the music is spot on. So if you're a lover of that music and hearing it live, definitely you should come just for that. Because our guitar player is our secret weapon. He was one of those shredders in the 80s that lost, they lost their record deal when Nirvana came in. So he's one of those, and he's amazing. Like I turn around and go, like, that guy's in my band. It's crazy. He's really amazing. So definitely, if you're a guitar fan, you're gonna love it. Yeah.
Excellent, man. I can't wait. Oh, man. Chris, what an absolute pleasure to talk to you, man. I'm going to be in Sydney. I'm going to come down to the Mary show. I can't wait. I'll come and shake your hand. I want one of those pics. So sort me out.
I'll get you one. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. I'll
Thanks
talk to
so
you then.
much. I really appreciate it.
Cool, man. See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching our chat with Chris from GAYC. The show is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel and check out maytherockwitheyou.com.